I guess, second weigh-in of 2017. So this morning I weighed in. I like to weigh in first thing in the morning after using the restroom, just so that you get a more accurate read. And just to recap, when I last weighed in on January 1st, I weighed in at 198 pounds, 198.8, so I was down about 12 pounds from my starting weight of 210.2. And most of that was lost, well, 9 pounds of it was lost on keto in about 2 weeks. So I know that part of that was water weight, and then I had some cheats. And then because if you watched my last video, my keto rash, I had to incorporate some carbs back in to try to settle that. And the unfortunate side of that was that when I weighed in today, I weighed in at 204. Yeah, but the reality is that I know that that weight is water weight. When you look at your body, like, you know your body's composition, you can see it change. And it's very obvious that it's bloating from the carbs. I just don't respond well to carbs. That's why I started keto in the first place. So I'm really not shocked about that. But it is disheartening to see that scale go up when you want to see it go down. But also, let's not focus so much on the scale, because the good news is that my waist has gone in about 2 inches in the past 2 weeks. Okay, hourglass. All right, so why did I put on those, what is that, 5, 6, 4, 9? Okay, so why did I put on that weight, and why are some of you gaining weight while you're trying to do keto? All right, so I've composed a list of, I think, 5 or 6 different things that are honestly why a lot of people are gaining weight. Okay, so like I said, I put on those few pounds mainly because of adding back in some carbs. And this week I did try to tweak my meals a little bit to try to continue my weight loss, but it really didn't matter once I had those carbs in. And the reality is too that once I cut the carbs back out, keto rash came back. And I'm thinking that honestly is one of those things I'm just going to have to let pass, because it's going to be an endless cycle if I try to cycle the carbs out, because honestly, for trying to lose weight, it's just not conducive for me, and because of my insulin sensitivities and my allergies when it comes to carbs, it's just not worth it. So I do know that there are a few reasons why also my weight loss this week might be stalled, and that's because reason number 1 why you too might also not be losing weight. You might have heard of carb creeping, but I also call it sugar creeping. And that's when we say, oh, I can just have a little bite of that cookie, little bite, and it won't hurt me. Okay, then you have another little bite, then you have 5 almonds, and you have 10 almonds, and you have macadamia nut, and you have 16 cashews, and you go on and on and on. And all those things count. They have calories, fat, carbs, etc. in them, especially nuts. Nuts have a lot more carbs than you would think. So for me, I went and I was like, I'm going to have almonds this week. I love almonds, so I bought a bag of almonds. All right, then I individually made little baggies with 24 almonds a piece. That way I'll know exactly, estimated that each bag had 3 grams of carbs and, blah, blah, blah. Well, I kept eating them. And eating them because it's so easy to pop a handful in your mouth while you're working or working, about to go work out or driving, that I was overeating them on Monday and Tuesday. And I caught myself and I fixed that, but sometimes the damage is done. The damage is done. Also, sugar. A lot of people say that on keto, you lose your sugar cravings. All right, when does that kick in? Because I haven't lost mine yet. All right, I'm still craving sugar, and actually just chocolate. Like, I don't even like brownies, but all I want is some fudge brownies. Yes. It's really important that no matter what you're snacking on, you're counting the calories, and you're definitely counting those carbs, because they do add up. And with you trying to stay at 30 or below, like for me, I'm trying to stay at 20 or below, it really does add up, and it adds up very, very quickly. All right, reason number 2, too many calories. Okay, calories do count. I don't care what anybody says. If you're trying to lose weight, calorie counts. I mean, if you do your macros correctly, obviously it should even out. But once again, it's those sneaky carbs, those sneaky sugars, and also things like salad dressings. Salad dressings might be low in carbs, but look at the calories, and then you're looking at where they come from, it adds up. Everything adds up. So when you're making out your meal plans, which I'm going to do a video on how to make your meal plans to help you guys out for those of you who don't know how to make a meal plan, but you want to look at every single thing that you're going to put in your mouth because it all counts. If you're trying to lose weight, you have to cut those calories. If you're eating the same amount of calories as what you're expending, you're not going to lose weight. If you're eating more calories than you're expending, you're going to gain weight. So if your whole point is to lose weight, you got to cut those calories and you got to watch. All right, reason number 3, over snacking. Okay, I'm not just talking about throwing almonds in your mouth either. A lot of us make like little fat bombs and cute little snacks and mug cakes and, you know, all those kinds of things. It adds up too, guys. It's great. Keto has a lot of really awesome food, a lot of really awesome recipes to follow, which is great. I mean, who wants to diet on some nasty freaking food? So, when you're snacking, also take into consideration, leave enough room in your day, your day's calories and your day's fat and carbs for those snacks if you know that you need a snack. If you know on average you want to have a dessert at night and you like doing the strawberries with the heavy whipping cream, which is a few carbs and a little bit of fat, then put it in your meal plan. Plan for it. If you don't plan for it, then you're going to eat it, then you're going to go over your carbs, you're going to go over your fat, and you're going to go over your calories, and then you're going to put on weight and you're going to wonder why, because it's healthy. I was eating heavy whipping cream and strawberries are good for you. Okay, this is keto. Let's be real. If you're watching your carbs, watch your carbs. Point blank. I'm guilty of it. I'm only 3 weeks in this thing, and I'm guilty of it. So, I mean, I see your struggle. I even made some fat bombs. You saw my video before of the chocolate almond butter cups. Those things are delicious. They're not sweet, but, I mean, they got a lot of fat in them, and it's very easy to pop 2 or 3 of those in your mouth. But then what happens? You've gone over your fat, like way over, and it's very easy when you're in a deficit to go over. So just be aware of your snacking, just like your carb and your sugar. Reason number 4. So we already talked about watching out for nuts because nuts do sneak up on you, but also your dairy. And it's not true for everybody. Not every person is lactose intolerant or will have issues with dairy, but some people do. And especially on keto, you start to find out about these little things in your body that hate you all of a sudden. These intolerances that may not have been there before that you noticed at least, and they probably were there, but keto really exacerbates these things, like no kidding. So if you're having issues losing weight, I was told the first thing to try to cut is nuts and dairy. Cut out the heavy cream. I know it sucks. I don't know how else you're going to drink your coffee. They say put coconut milk in it. Cut out your cheese. And try it for a week and see if your scale changes. So dairy is very calorie dense. A lot of those products might be low in carbs and have a lot of calories. So once again, you want to look at the calorie count on everything that you're eating and see where the calories are coming from and make sure that you're incorporating all of that into your meal plan. So when I show you guys how to do your meal plans next week in a video, I'm also going to talk about making sure we get all of those in there. So if you know you like to have cheese on your eggs with your bacon, we're going to put all that in your meal plan. Capiche? Reason number 5. This is for my ladies. Okay, point blank, I don't care what diet you're on. If you're a woman, you hold water. It is a given fact, especially around Shark Week, you're going to hold water. I don't even want to weigh myself around Shark Week, which is coming up, so I don't even know why I'm on the scale because I might as well just take a couple weeks off. Honestly, ladies, we tend to bloat and hold water from dairy more and just in general more because of how our bodies are made. Sometimes your body's just going to go through these cycles where your weight's going to fluctuate because of the bloating. So don't think that you're just fluctuating because you're eating the wrong things all the time. Sometimes just also pay attention each month on that certain Shark Week. Are you bloating more? Are you weighing more? And water weight can weigh anywhere from like 3 pounds to 10 pounds. That's a big difference. So pay attention. Don't think that just because 1 week is off, that it's because you ate too much of X, Y, and Z. Reevaluate your meal plans constantly. I reevaluate mine every week, no matter what kind of diet I'm doing. And also just look at it month to month. Okay, so on this same week in this last month, did I bloat? If yes, then you know it's probably because of Shark Week. All right, and reason number 6. That is so gay. All right, and reason number 6. Sleep. A lot of us don't get enough sleep. I mean, we're moms and dads and grandparents and friends and therapists and buddies and chefs and wives and husbands, and the world is going to end if you don't get that toy, and the world is going to end if you don't cook that dinner, and the world is going to end if you don't stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning writing that paper for school. And that's just life. So what are you going to do about it? The reality is, if you don't take care of yourself, no one else is going to take care of you. Well, unless you got a sugar daddy. But that's a different video. Okay, so make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Everyone is different. For me, I need at least 6 hours of sleep. Not 8, 6. 6 works for me. Some people do need 8. My husband needs like 10. Everybody's different. So know what your body needs. Listen to your body. Pay attention and get your rest. If that means just getting in bed a little bit early so you can wind down sooner, or just setting a time and knowing that at this time every night, I need to be asleep. Make a schedule for yourself. Put it on your wall. Put it in your bathroom. Put it wherever you need so you can see it, and make sure that you adhere to it. So, I mean, sleep is important. That's when your body regenerates. That's when your cells do all their hard work. When those mitochondria like to spread and give you all that energy that you feel the next day when you're on keto, which is awesome. You know, that's when your muscles rebuild. So without sleep, you're basically sucking the life out of your body. All right. So guys, make sure you get enough sleep. And I mean, that's really it. Those are my 6 little points that I've picked up so far. And I know that I'm bad about pretty much almost actually maybe a little bit of all of them. So don't be like me. Be good. Be better. And also got some changes coming to my diet over the next couple of weeks to try to rein in my weight loss. So there'll be more videos coming up. So guys, please like, give me those thumbs ups, and subscribe so we can get more videos. And I really appreciate all your support. Thanks guys. See you next time.